Good running by Bevan. Brilliant piece of running. Hot conditions. Took the fieldsman on and got it easily.
The Australians must be pretty happy about the situation at the moment, because there's a bit of help there in the pitch. And I think with that sort of help there, they really should be trying to force the Australians to be more aggressive.
That's good running. He makes it look easy, Michael Bevan, when it comes to running between the wickets. So quick on that first run.
The moment he played it, he knew they were at least to win it. Look how quickly he started the other end. And in the end, a comfortable stroll. For the moment, the Australians picking up easy singles. Make it a couple. 134 for 2.
Again, excellent running. There's no one at mid-wicket. The fielders on the boundary on the onside are too deep. So that gives Bevan the opportunity of picking up the twos.
The ball hasn't gone outside the 30-yard circle. The keeper giving chase, but too
easier deflected onto the stumps. Yuvraj. And then just after that, Tendulkar started to have a little bit of a glare at him. There was a little bit going on there, and just a little between Tendulkar and Waugh, and Steve Waugh was making one or two little gestures towards not quite what that means. Obviously Tendulkar getting stuck in himself out there. He doesn't take too many backward steps either. This is what Waugh was doing.
Well, Steve Waugh starts most of it, so I don't think he can complain too much. So it's a battle royale out there at the moment. Exactly what you would expect in what has become a final, with the series locked at 2-all. Two world-class players at each other. Tendulkar with the ball in his hand, Steve Waugh with the bat in his hand. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, it's the guy that loses his head and then loses his wicket or bowls a long off that's the one that should cease from this sort of thing. That's a nice shot by Bevan. A little bit short there, steered away beautifully for 4. That really is a lovely shot. If you bowl it short outside off stump, spinning in, lovely shot, beautifully played. Just watch this.
He can play it because there is no slip in place. No point in the fieldsman and the bowler complaining about the lack of slip. Bevan knew that.
Oh, he's gone over the top there. That's very well played by Michael Bevan, and that was a short delivery. So Yuvraj, what is happening to him here is once and over he's bowling a short ball, and if you're going to do that to these two players, then unfortunately from India's point of view, they're going to take the 4 they require every over.
And Bevan can do that very well. He knew where the fieldsman was. He doesn't hit the ball in the air very often, but when he does, he knows exactly where the fieldsmen are.
Yes, yes, yes.
Once again, Bevan putting the pressure on the fielder in the deep. That's the problem the Indians have had. The fielders in the deep have been right on the boundary line. And when you have someone like Bevan out there in the centre, there's always a chance of 2 being taken.
Well, the throw went to Steve Waugh's end, which was the right way to go, but it wasn't a good throw.
Again, very good placement. This is good, sensible batting by Michael Bevan.
Very good Yorker there from Zahir Khan. He excels at this delivery, but Michael Bevan was able to get the bat down very quickly. Zahir Khan realising he's got to get the breakthrough. That's what he's been brought back to do.
And just a hint of swing there for him. That should encourage him. Coming back into the left-hander.
Michael Bevan really hasn't done much in this innings in the way of lavish stroke making. I think it's time that Ganguly made him start to think about having to do a bit more than rather just push ones and twos. There's 2 fours for Bevan. Yes, it could be 3 pretty important overs if he can get a chance to have a crack at the lower part of the order. Harbhajan, he could still do a bit of damage in 3 overs. We've already seen Ian Harvey struggle against his bowling. Michael Bevan bringing up his 50. So India ideally would like to get a wicket in this Tendulkar's last over.
Not even close. Not even close.
Well, he got away with the wide, Harbhajan Singh. The Indians going for a loud appeal. And Michael Bevan is baffled, and rightly so. That was wide. But everybody under pressure now, including the umpires. They're getting close. Tendulkar 3 for 35 with his off spinners. Could be a run out here. No.
Boy, Bevan wanted the second one, and it would have been close. It would have, mind you, it would have needed the direct hit, and it's unlikely Bevan would have been run out. He's so fast. You look at him go. He wanted to. Harvey knows what he's about. Back he comes, then says no, and I think it was sensible. And eventually the throw was held back. So trying to put pressure on the fielders, 1. Number 2, making sure they don't lose another wicket too soon now. They really want to have a few in hand when they get a little bit closer to the target. 205 they've got. 61 to win. That's nicely played, beautifully played into the gap. He'll get 2 easily. The 2s are really valuable. Bevan keeping his head.
With Harvey out there in the middle, one would have expected the off-spinner to bowl at this stage. Maybe he's kept Harbhajan 1 over as his last lethal weapon in the closing stages.
This will be close if he hits. Oh, is it? Is it? He's got to ask the question. This will be close. This will be close. I think, mind you, it's Bevan. He's ever so fast, and normally with Bevan, he surprises everyone by getting home. What do you think, Sanjay?
Direct hit. So you never know with direct hits. He's the quickest runner between the wickets in the world. And the ball hits the stump, and the bat is behind the foot of Ajit Agarkar. For a moment, I thought it was in the air. I think it's firmly grounded.
He's not out. He is incredible. He is so fast. Great throw. Anyone else, I reckon, would have been struggling there. Look at this throw. Really let it go. He was a long way out when the throw was coming in. Bat down, short of the crease. Youngsters, watch this. Over the line it goes. That is magnificent running.
Well, it could have had the TV umpire fooled for a while because the bat was hidden behind the foot of Ajit Agarkar. And just for a moment, I thought the bat was in the air. But as you could see from that second replay, that he was nice and clear.
Yes, I think you were hoping, Sanjay. Oh, he's hit that one away down to square leg. It's a short delivery which has been magnificently played away, and that single shot brings everything back to square again. 41 runs to win off 41 balls.
Been a long time since the last boundary, 84 balls. Michael Bevan has been really taking it a lot easy now, but this one quite short. And was looking to come down the pitch, realized it was very short.
Oh, that's a magnificent shot. It's going way into the stands. That's a real big 6. Michael Bevan deciding that he's going to have a go at Harbhajan Singh. And well, that 11 runs off the over of Javagal Srinath might have been the first nail in the coffin. I think that 6 may be the second.
It took a bit of a risk dragging this one from outside the off stump, but he hit it well. There is a bit of spin in the pitch, but the man is well set.
Wide outside off stump. That one's cut away for another single. So 20 runs to get off 27 deliveries.
This is a great shot. It's dragged from outside the off stump against the spin and looking to hit in the air at all times. That went a fair distance.
Australians, it's been very, very hot here in Goa. Hot and very humid. Another single. And once again having a go at Bevan down the other end. They won't get him, that's for sure. He's just too quick.
But they're making sure that he doesn't relax too much. And in this heat, they're getting him to really sprint the singles. Yuvraj Singh again looking for a direct hit. And getting Michael Bevan to really stretch and work hard for every run.
Off to get 20 balls to go. Bevan looking up. Harvey was on his way. Good running by Harvey. He really has worked well with Bevan today. He didn't look too good with the ball turning, but Harbhajan Singh had lots of overs. One of the problems I think that India have had here is that they've lacked one spinner. They played the extra quick bowler. An extra spinner may have made a difference.
Good to see the Indians still working hard. They've not given up. And again, an Australian batsman had to really stretch for another run. It's been a good approach by the Indians in the closing stage
here. And you've already fielded, charged around in the field for 50 overs. You really need, I think I mentioned before, you need to be pretty fit, but you've got to be mentally good too. And that's one of the reasons why Bevan is such a magnificent player when it comes to chasing a total. Started by scoring 7 of 25 balls, setting himself up for just this. Straight down the ground for 4. He's absolutely smashed that. It would be appropriate actually if Michael Bevan hit the winning runs here. The scores are level now. 1 run to get to win, 14 balls to do it. And Michael Bevan, well, you can take a bow. This has been a superb performance.
Tony, you talked about 2 nails in the coffin. I think this is the final one. India is done with this clobber by Michael Bevan.
That's it. It's all over. Bevan has hit that one over the top of cover. A magnificent performance, Michael Bevan. And congratulations to this Australian team, chasing a big score here in Goa. Have come back in fantastic form, really. Michael Bevan, such a hero in situations like this. The Australians win by 4 wickets, and they win the Pepsi Cup too.
These players who provided us with some excellent cricket over the last few weeks. Michael Bevan, the hero for today. Ian Harvey gave good company. And a jubilant Australian camp with the captain out there right in the front.
Australia chasing 266 for victory, did it with 4 wickets in hand and 2 overs to spare, primarily thanks to Michael Bevan, regarded by Steve Waugh as the world